Evening, guys. Happy January 14th. And in case you didn't know, January 14th is USACC Reveal Day. So I have what I'm going to call the finished model. There's a couple things I need to do on it, but I just didn't have the pieces. So I'm going to order those pieces and get it done. But I finished it up as close as I can get it. Did it turn out great? It's what I had in my head. So I hope I don't break pieces off. That would suck. Here's what I came up with. What we did, so the color you see is, I got to get this thing to spin. There we go. So the color you see is a Buick Verde green. And that was kind of the color I had in my head. I use a lot of aftermarket parts that were instrumental in this build. I had this image in my head where the stance had to be a certain way. And I think I got there with the stance, and it's on there. It's on the ground. So I bought one of the aftermarket lowering frames by Iceman Collections, and that was great. That thing worked awesome. Wasn't a fan of the kit frame. The kit frame had some things that I didn't like about it. It probably worked great for somebody else, but for me, what I had in my head, it wasn't going to work. So got the stance right, and then the wheels, those came from VCG resin with a partnership with X-Force Model Works. It was his design, but they printed them. So I've had them for years, but I painted them bronze with Splash's new bronze paint for wheels. The actual outer rims are alclad chrome. The centers are alclad chrome. And I actually even did, I'm gonna get a close up here, actually did the inserts chrome as well. I'm really happy with those. Those fit what I was looking for. And just so you know that this build idea came from a car that I saw. It was a 1-to-1 that I saw on Speed is the New Black. It's a show on Velocity, or a Motor Trend channel. And they built this car, or built this truck, and it's pretty close to what they built. But anyway, the wheels are bronze. The front bumper came from Dylan over at NYS Modeling. Dylan was able to print out a bumper for me. The tonneau cover is actually glued in, and I wanted to give it kind of a racy kind of a look. That's kind of on my own kind of deal. The finish on the paint came out really good. The clear I used on this was just a super clear. It's too cold in my area to spray 2K clear, so I had to use Mr. Color Super Clear. Gave it 4 good coats, and then cut and buff. The interior is, you can't see a whole lot, but it splashes dark oak and tan. Even though it's tan, it feels like it's mustard color, but I like how that came out. That came out really good. It was just an overall good build. I painted the mirrors that came with the kit. I painted those bronze as well. I'm gonna stop it here in a second, if I can, and show you the motor. The motor came from Iceman Collections. I got a Gen 2 Coyote that I kind of spiffed up a little bit, if I can get the hood off. So the Gen 2 Coyote motor, and you'll notice there's no coolant hoses, and there's also no filter coming out of there, but I got one from VCG Resins. They make a really good one. So, and that fit in there pretty good when I got the new frame. Now I am gonna do something I didn't want to do necessarily, but I'm gonna do it simply because for the sake of transparency. I have not glued this frame to the body because the unfinished work is the exhaust. So I painted the frame a magnesium from Alclad, and did the drive shaft in a aluminum tubing, and the actual ends came from the 66 Nova AMT. This came with a kit, this gas tank. I just did that as a filler, so the back didn't look so vacant in the back, but because I didn't run a bumper on mine. But I had to cut up this frame, so I cut this frame to accommodate the way that the underside of the model works. So I cut that frame to fit, and then I put these two pieces here and here as support, because it's kind of weak in that middle, and this is once you cut it up like that, it gets pretty flimsy. Other than that, that's pretty much it. I mean, it's a pretty straightforward build. I'm really happy with how it turned out. Is it a show truck? No, not in my opinion. It's got a couple mistakes here and there, but you can make that kit look really good, and I'm really happy with how mine turned out. I'm really happy with the stance on it, and I'm looking forward to next year's USACC build. I know there's a lot of talk about everybody curbing back their USACC or their group build entries and all that stuff, but the USACC build is one that I like a lot, and I will always be a part of it in some way, shape, or form. I'll try to be, but so I'm looking forward to the next September when they draw who's going to pick this kit, and look forward to seeing that. So, but that's what we came up with. I hope you guys like it. Let me know what you think. And this is Terry, and I'm out.